Clopay and Needek-Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of high school playoff football and the Ohio High School Athletic Association regional semifinals. We're at 30-0 field in Sidney, where the Riverside Pirates will take on the Marion local Flyers. Tonight's game brought to you by Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco, bringing you tonight's playoff football game from Sidney's Memorial Field. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, AJ Lisi, for the play-by-play and color commentary of tonight's battle of two teams that are in the high school playoffs. Marion local with a tradition that is strong and deep. Riverside just beginning a tradition. Let's first talk a little bit about the Riverside Pirates, 5-2 in their new conference, the Three Rivers Conference, and a 9-3 season. Good running back, good quarterback, competition levels. Yeah. Is that a question?
Yeah, it's just a different type of team this year. Last year they were led by Cale Long, who was a 2,000-yard rusher. But kind of a change from last year. They're more of a balanced attack. They're led by quarterback Miles Plattfoot. Has done a nice job throwing the ball this year. They got Shockley running the ball this year. So a couple people switching positions from last year. So Riverside, very sound defense. Hopefully a different team than last year.
Marion local unbeaten overall, 12-0, MAC champs, #1 in Ohio. They come in here looking to continue their bid for a state championship. Number 12 under head coach Tim Goodwin in his 23rd season. Flyers looking to pick up even more momentum.
Yeah, and they're led by their defensive line. I'll tell you, that's the best defensive line I've seen all year long. But Peyton Oddie has been the leader of this team at quarterback, has done a nice job pretty much guiding this team to this 12-0 record, but it all comes down to the defensive end, and that's why Marion local is 12-0.
Yeah, and you look at the one stat, the Flyers allow only 2.1 yards per carry on defense to the opposing offense, so the rushing attack of Riverside, even though they've got some good numbers, is really going to be challenged tonight, and that may be the key for Riverside.
Well, and I'll tell you, I think Marion local is the biggest target for Riverside. I mean, they can't get over that hump. Could this be the night that they can get over that hump to beat Marion local? Because last year Marion local took them out in the playoffs. Here's another opportunity for Riverside to take that opportunity.
Kevin Partington will kick it away for the Flyers. It's a short kick. It'll be fielded at the 30, and the Pirates will have good field position as the football will come out to about the 36-7 line. So the Pirates will do business. Let's take a look at our keys to tonight's game, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza first for the Riverside Pirates.
Well, they got to maintain balance on offense. I mean, get that little mix of run and pass there. Strong play from their offensive line. Like I said, that defensive line is very strong for Marion local. And be physical on defense. They got to stop that running attack from Marion local.
Riverside with the football first. 1st and 10, football at the 37. Shockey will go up field and perhaps pick up 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, a little dive play by Shockey, but once again, I mean, they got 2 yards, but it's just going to be tough going here for Riverside to establish that run game.
2nd down and 8 for Riverside. Strong wind out of the northwest. It's a cold evening for football on this Saturday night from Sidney. Plattfoot straight back. Pass is complete as Landon Stewart will make the catch, but doesn't look like the Pirates gained anything. And Stewart, the Pirates' leading pass catcher on the season with 35 catches for 858 yards and 10 touchdowns. .53 to go here in the first quarter. Riverside with their first possession. 3rd down and 9. They lost a yard on the pass play. Plattfoot, short pass is completed. Flyers all over it at the 40-yard line. Pass completed to Simon Goodwin.
That's just good coverage by the Marion local defense. And you know, it's just the fundamentals. You look at that fundamental tackling right there. I mean, Riverside couldn't get any yardage after catch.
Peyton Oddie will stand at the 30-yard line as the Pirates will kick it away. Landon Stewart, number 16, is the punter for Riverside. He'll stand at the 30-yard line. Good snap. Here comes the rush. Flyers almost had it. Punt is going to hit at the 29. Oddie will let it roll inside the 20. Gets a nice Pirate roll, and it goes out of bounds at about the just shy of the 15. Perhaps make it the 16-yard line with 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the opening quarter play, and the Flyers will have the football first. Flyers on offense, as AJ said, led by Peyton Oddie. 141 rushes for 1,022 yards. 7.2 yards per carry and 13 touchdowns.
Oh, nice.
Handoff straight ahead. Riverside defense collapses. Pickup of about 2 yards, so it'll be second down and 2.
Now, good penetration on the defensive line by Riverside. Just a little gut play there for Marion Local, but I'll tell you what, Riverside up to the challenge.
9 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Flyers will have 2 receivers to the left side. Fleck in the backfield with Oddie. Oddie will keep it. He goes right side, looking at the 20. He's there, and he's pushed out of bounds as he crosses the 25-yard line. They'll mark it right at the 25, so it's going to be just a little bit shy of the first down. Third down and 1. Let's take a look at our keys to the game for the Marion Local Flyers, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Yeah, you need to control the quarterback, Miles Plattfoot, and the wide receiver. They got those big plays are going to be huge for Marion Local. Be efficient on offense. I mean, they got to really be sound offensively and be prepared for conventional special teams. Riverside likes to do a little trickery, so they got to be prepared.
Oddie under center. There's the snap, handoff, right side. Flyers are near the first down, but that yardage pretty tough going in there, AJ.
Yeah, that was. I thought he was short, but the referees are signaling first down, so Marion Local once again on the move.
Chains will move, and it's 1st and 10 for the Flyers. 8:57 to go. Out of the I formation. Oddie, pitch left side. Upfield. Nice run out at the 40.
Yeah, that's a nice sweep play right there for 13 yards. Just good blocking up front, and including the wide receiver. If you look at the replay, does a nice job getting onto the outside and really getting the push out there.
Peyton Moeller with the carry, number 22. Nice pickup by Moeller. Handoff Fleck. He's got room. He'll cross the 45. Nice pickup on that first down play. We'll call it a gain of 4, make it 2nd down and 6. He'll mark it all the way to the 44. Wow, not sure how it got that far back, but it did. 2 receivers to the right side for the Flyers. Ronnebaum, number 11, one of them. Fleck in the backfield. Oddie, he rolls right. Looking downfield, there's Ronnebaum. He makes the catch at the 35, still on his feet, fighting for extra yards. And Brady Ronnebaum, 21st catch of the season, a big gain for the Flyers.
Yeah, that's a nice catch, nice throw. I'll tell you, Oddie put that up there, but Ronnebaum, he went up and got it. Look, you look here on the replay, just a nice play.
All our replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Nice catch by Ronnebaum. Flyers on the move. Opening quarter play, 7:49 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Ronnebaum in motion left side. Pitch that way. Still on his feet, dives forward as Peyton Moeller will get to about the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 26. Looks like I'm going to be a yard off on the marks.
Yep. Yeah, it's early.
It's early, right?
It's early. You know how we roll, Dave.
That's right. That's right. 2 receivers right side. Adi, handoff. Fleck across the 20. He's going to fight forward to the 18. What a nice run by Fleck, Dylan Fleck. He came into tonight's game averaging 5.4 yards per carry and 253 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down and 5. Football at the 19 on that First National Bank first clock. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Opening quarter of football from Sydney's Memorial Field. Regional semifinal action. Adi, he'll go right side. Good blocking. He makes the cut. He's at the 10, at the 5, end zone. Adi. Touchdown with 6:29 to go. Boy, he saw that seam and he found it and he took off for the end zone.
It's just how fast he hit that hole and went through the hole. And I'll tell you what, he took off. And that breakaway speed is what pretty much put him in here. You look at it. Just great blocking up front, and Adi just sees that seam, and boom, he hits it hard, and we got a touchdown.
6-0, Marion local. Extra point coming on by Kevin Partington. Solid extra point kicker for the Flyers. Brady Ronnebaum with the hold. Good snap. Kick is up. It's good. 6:29 to go. Opening quarter of play. Our score, Marion local 7, Riverside nothing. Will return right after this.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Marion locals Kevin Partington added the extra point, and he'll do the honors of kicking it off from the Flyer 40. And boy, nice drive there by Marion local.
Yeah, 9 plays, 82 yards, capped off with the 19-yard run by Adi for the touchdown.
Flyers on the season coming into tonight, 446 rushes, 2,597 yards, averaging 5.8 points per carry and 43 rushing touchdowns. And
wow,
tell you what, that opening drive did nothing to hurt those numbers.
No, it did.
Partington with the kick. Fielded at the 20. Riverside on the return. Skylar Hudson with the return for Riverside. He'll get it back to about the 27-yard line, make it the 28. And it's 1st and 10 for Riverside.
Now let's see how Riverside responds. I could see them trying to open it up and pass it a little more. Not getting much on that running game in that first drive. So let's see what Riverside does here.
Yeah, Flyers definitely digging in. On that Flyer front, we'll get to that here in a moment. Here's the snap, Flatfoot, handoff. Shocker, left side, trying to find running room. He's not going to find it. Nate Busher is there, one of the Flyers there on the stop. And they just stretch that out, and they got plenty of help as they pursue the football superbly, and they're right on him.
Yeah, it's great containment by the defensive end that pushes them out and allows the linebackers to catch up and get that tackle.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Football at the 29 for Riverside. 9-3 on the season, finished 5-2 in the Three Rivers Conference. Plattfoot will keep it straight up the middle, but the Flyers converge and make the stop. One of the tacklers, Darren Meyer, linebacker number 24 for Marion Local.
Yeah, he'll get about 2 yards on that, so he'll bring up a 3rd and long here.
3rd down and long, not good against the Marion Local Flyer defense. On the pass, Flyers have had 12 interceptions on the season. They're going to run, Pirates are going to have 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Shockey in the backfield. Low snap, Plattfoot looks downfield. Pass is completed
coverage
at the 38-yard line. He's near that 1st down, depends on the spot.
They're going to be about an inch short, it looks like.
Landon Stewart, number 16, with the catch, so it's going to be 3rd down and short. And if you're Bryce Hodge, Riverside's coach, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, what do you got to lose right now? It's playoff football. I mean, this could be a make or break play here.
Very local fans on the home side of Sydney's Memorial Stadium.
I think he's going to let the clock run out and call timeout and try to figure something out.
They're going to take a timeout, Riverside does, with 4:20 to go, opening quarter. Big play coming up for Riverside. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Riverside coach Bryce Hodge takes the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his team on this play, and this really is a big play for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's a big play, and it looks like I think they're going to go for it.
One thing that they don't have is a big fullback, or at least they're not showing it. They haven't showed it as of yet. Officials are going to take a timeout. I think they're going to try and measure this. So that gets the Marion Local fans fired up as we took the timeout. Now we're going to measure it. Football is at the 43.
They've been waiting for this game for a couple hours now, so they're ready to go.
Plus, it's not the warmest night.
No.
One of the first cold nights of high school football. Let's see how far they are. About a foot.
Yeah, it's
length of the football away from that 1st down. So let's see what if that changes Riverside's mind about this one.
Well, I mean, it's a good question. I mean, against that defensive line, I mean, are you able to get that push for that foot? So here we go.
Number 27, Walker Whitaker is their fullback, but he hasn't really been. He's lined up over to the left side.
Looking to be a lead blocker possibly.
So I guess if we look at where Whitaker's at, it's going to go off the left side. Or it could just be simple as a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a quarterback sneak here. Oh, no.
Handoff, Shockey.
And they're not going to get it.
Oh.
They're not going to get it.
Marion Local defense will stop them. That gets the Flyer faithful fired up, and they're going to take over on downs as that play backfired.
I'll tell you what, I mean, they got great push off that line. And that's why I said this is the best defensive line I've seen all year. They're just so aggressive, and they're big and fast that they can pretty much push any team around.
All right, Flyers have it. Football at the 37, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Hottie, right side, he finds Ronnebaum. They're going to throw it a little bit. Ronnebaum near the 1st down, didn't go out of bounds after the initial hit. Nice catch by Ronnebaum, and Flyers are going to be near the first down. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 8 yards. So let's call it 2nd down and 2. Flyers throwing the football here in the first couple of series, and doing so very effectively. Adi will take the snap. Little razzle dazzle. They're coming back the other way. Cut upfield. Nate Busher, number 5, with the carry. Riverside made the adjustment. And they gained maybe a yard, so let's call it 3rd down and a yard.
Just 1 yard on that.
So it's 3rd down and 1. Marion Local with a big 3rd down play, though you're definitely in
4 down territory.
4 down territory here. Adi under center. Handoff. That's Moeller. Powers forward, and that'll put it at the 22-yard line. So a 5-yard gain for Marion Local, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, pretty much a dive play right there. Gives you the first down, and Marion Local just chugging away.
I think that might have been Drew Seitz on the carry that time. There's Moeller this time, as he'll get across the 20 to about the 19. I believe that was Drew Seitz on that previous carry that picked up the first down. So Moeller comes back on this carry, and it makes it 2nd down and 7, gain of 3 for Peyton Moeller. In the shotgun, 2:32 to go. Adi's going to keep it, trying to go to left side. Needs to make that turn, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 15 as he's just chased out of bounds as he ran out of room.
Still, he was cutting that corner pretty quick, and I'm surprised he didn't turn and take it in there for a touchdown.
Football is going to be at the 15-yard line, so looks like he's short by 2 yards of the first down, so let's call it 3rd down and 2. 2:26 to go. First quarter football. Marion Local leads 7-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Fleck follows his blockers. He gets it inside the 10. Make it to the 9-yard line. 6-yard gain by Fleck. Dylan Fleck, number 20 with the carry. Make that Darren Meyer. I got to get my numbers right. Sorry, folks. Here comes Fleck. Looking for the end zone. Not quite there. Fleck with the carry, and they're going to mark at what? About the 3-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 3, clock counting down at 1:43 to go. Fleck and Meyer in the backfield. Meyer gets the call, trying to find the end zone. Is he in?
Yeah, they're going to
Not
be
quite.
short. Nope. He's about at the foot. Yeah, he's about the foot-yard line.
Adi under center. Handoff.
Oh, there you go.
Pushing him forward.
Push.
Is he in the end zone? Not quite.
Wow.
Riverside.
I thought he got the push in there, but
Defense will stop him, so we're even closer.
here we go. 4th and 1 from the
Foot line.
Foot line right there again.
Marion Local fans on their feet.
Could it be payback time?
Meyer and Fleck in the backfield.
Yeah.
Fleck, touchdown. Marion Local with 21 seconds, 1-yard run. And Marion Local goes up 13-0.
Just that offensive line getting that big push and open up that hole, and Marion Local puts up another touchdown.
Great surge by the Marion Local line. And Fleck is in the end zone, and Kevin Partington on to try the extra point. Good snap, kick is up, and it's blocked. As number 5, Devin Frilling with the block for Riverside. Nice defensive play, and the kick fails. Our score here at Sydney's Memorial Stadium. The Marion Local Flyers 13, Riverside nothing. We'll return right after this.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Marion Local with another convincing drive, AJ.
Yeah, it pretty much, I mean, big boy football. I mean, they pretty much, a couple pass plays, but it's pretty much the running game that put Marion Local in the end zone there for the score.
Couple of touchdown runs for Marion Local, 6:29 to go in the quarter. Peyton Oddie with a 19-yard run. And then with 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter, Dylan Fleck with a 1-yard run. And the Flyers are up 13-0 over Riverside. Partington will kick it off. And we mentioned special teams, and might be an opportunity here for Riverside. Good strong kick by Partington. It'll be fielded at the 16. Here comes the return as they dance across the 25, so it'll be at the 26 for Riverside. And the Pirates will have it 1st and 10.
Still looking for that first down. I mean, Riverside hasn't gotten a first down yet, so this is their third drive. See
Big
what they
possession
can do.
there, 4th and 1, and
Yep.
Flyers quickly converted that good defensive play by the Flyers into a touchdown, and they find themselves up 13-0. Shockey, he's going to the left side, gets a little bit of running room, but he gets it to the 30, maybe a gain of 2 yards, and boy, just tough yardage inside for Riverside.
Yeah, it's tough going right now. And that will end the quarter.
First quarter is over. Our score, Marion Local 13, Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Marion Local Defense onto the field. Riverside looking at a 2nd down and 8. Riverside on the season 9-3. Moved over to the new Three Rivers Conference this season and went 5-2 and had a pretty good season. Flatfoot. Oh, with the pass, it's incomplete as he overthrows his receiver, but Flatfoot had difficulty handling the snap a little bit high there,
but he still got it off, and I thought that was a nice pass.
That was intended for, I believe that's Landon Stewart, number 16. He likes to throw to Stewart.
Yep. Just a little high over Stewart's head.
There's Landon Stewart, number 16, number 5, Devin Frilling, who blocked the extra point kick, and Simon Godwin. All three had some pretty good numbers for Riverside on the season. Flatfoot over to Stewart, trying to pick some running room out here, and he'll dive forward to about the 34-yard line. They'll mark it at the 33. So that's going to make it 4th down and probably about 5+ for Riverside, so they'll have to kick it away. Landon Stewart, will be the Riverside punter. Clock counting at 11:20 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Adi will stand at the 40-yard line of Marion Local. Stewart, good snap. Good pressure by the Flyers. It's going to go the opposite way, but boy, he shanked that one. It's going to go. We'll see how they mark that one. This might be an interesting adventure in officiating. Comes the mark.
He's coming. There it is.
They'll mark it at what, 45-yard line?
Yeah.
Thought it might be a little bit further.
I saw him go to the 35, and then he kept going and going and going.
So the kick out of bounds, Marion Local offense back onto the field, and Flyers just pounding away. But they've had a couple of nice pass plays here, and so Riverside can't just sit on the run, that's for sure. Play comes in from the sidelines as Nate Busher, a 5'11 junior, brings it in. He'll go to the left side. Gabe Link also, number 17 out there. Adi takes the snap. He looks that way, wide open. There it is. It's almost intercepted by Shockey. As Nathan Busher came out of the backfield, and Shockey had to step in and make the play, but for a moment, thought the Flyers had it. Let's take another look at this one on the Winners Quality Meets replay.
Nice ball. It's just a little bit behind where they had to stop, but a great coverage by number 2, and holy cow.
Shockey saved one there for Riverside. That'll stop the clock at an even 11 minutes. 2nd down and 10. Football at the 45. 2 backs in the Marion Local backfield as Adi gets the snap. That'll be Peyton Moeller working his way across the 45. They'll mark it at the 47, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. 2-yard pickup.
This is the first time they've had 3rd and long here. So Riverside, this could be a big play defensively if they can stop Marion Local here.
Adi in the shotgun or the pistol. In motion. He's coming to the right side. Adi across the 50 to the 46. It's going to be just short of the first down.
Short.
It'll make it 4th down and 1, so decision time for the Marion Local Flyers, up 13-0.
I'd go for it. I mean, the way they've been pushing.
Aiden Eifert, number 2, brings the play in for Marion Local. In the backfield, Fleck and Meyer. Fleck, 1st down. That's the important thing, plus a couple of extra yards. Call it a 3-yard gain, and Marion Local continues this drive. Clock approaching 9:45 on the First National Bank scoreboard. 13-0. Marion Local with the lead. Otterbaum goes to the far left side, as does Dylan Fleck. In the backfield is Meyer in motion. Handed off to Busher, and Busher not going to find much running room. Maybe let's call that a loss of 2 yards.
Yep, loss of 2 on that jet sweep they tried to run. And once again, Riverside, nice penetration on that, contained it, and they get a loss of 2.
2nd down and 12. Boy, you look at that 4th and 1 that Riverside had and did not get the first down on a ball that was just a length of the football. So Marion Local's defense standing large here in this first half. Adi in trouble. He'll toss it back to Ronnebaum. Nice catch, but he slips. And they're going to lose a couple of more yards. I'd like to have seen if he wouldn't have lost his footing there, AJ, if he could have picked up some more yards.
Man, Riverside had the blitz coming, and I mean, Adi got it off just in time, and right there, I mean, he doesn't slip. I think that goes a long way. So now you got 3rd and 14, which is another long 3rd and long situation.
Owen Rindler, number 13, into the lineup for Marion Local. Adi is going to stay in the pocket over the middle, looking for number 33, Connor Bruns. It's going to be incomplete.
Big stop for the Riverside Pirates right there defensively. They get the opportunity to get the ball back and see what they can do offensively. Right now they haven't done anything offensively to pose a threat to Marion Local.
Devin Frilling and Landon Stewart deep for Riverside. Punt is away. It's going to hit in, going to roll inside the 20 to about the 14-yard line, where the Marion Local Flyers watch it roll dead. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Riverside. So the Pirates defense, they come through that time.
Yeah, they did.
Take a look at their defense against the rush. They allow 188.3 yards per contest. Pirates will have it. Flatfoot, the quarterback, number 1. Only a sophomore. Ball's on the floor. Flyers had it. And I think they're going to come up with it. Let's see who is credited with the recovery.
Marion Local football.
Looked like number 67, Robbie Busher. At least let's take a look at the replay one more time. There you see Busher.
He just didn't get the snap off.
And it's a cold night.
It's a cold night, and right there, you look right there, scramble.
Looks like number 5. Look,
either number 5 or number 2.
Number 5.
Number 5, yep.
We'll say Nate Busher came up with that one.
Yeah, why not? We'll give him credit.
Busher recovers the fumble. Got a whistle and a penalty, and that's usually a false start, and that's what it's going to be. And is that our first penalty of the night?
That's the first penalty of the night.
Games go fast without penalties. Football goes to the 15, so the Flyers are looking at a 1st and goal from the 15. So Nate Busher, number 5, the junior, with the recovery on our winners quality meets. And Flyers will send Peyton Moeller to the left side. In the backfield is Darren Moeller. Moeller at the 10. Push forward to about the 9-yard line. So Darren Meyer with the carry. Football at the 9, so that makes it 2nd down and 9. Fumble looms large for Riverside. Ronnebaum brings the play in. Him and Gabe Link will go to the left side. In the backfield is Darren Meyer. Adi takes the snap, hands it off to Meyer. Big hole, and he'll find the end zone. Darren Meyer, touchdown, Marion Local.
Yep, right up the gut, 9 yards. Turnover pays off right there for Marion Local.
Let's take another look at this one on our winners quality meets.
Yeah, just
there
look,
you see, look at
74.
that.
I'll tell you what, he did a nice job blocking. He just cut it in the inside. 9 yards, touchdown.
Meyer with the score. That's Lance Wendell, offensive guard for the Flyers, number 74. Got to give those linemen some credit. Kick is up, and it's good. Not pretty, but it's good. And Marion Local 20, Riverside nothing with 6:57 to go in the first half. We'll return right after this.
Allglaze and SIDNEY Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Marion Local will kick it away. 6:57 to go here, first half play. Marion Local with that 20-0 lead, and just good solid football by the Flyers.
I mean, that's just Marion Local football right there. I call it big boy football, and they put it in once again for another touchdown.
Kevin Partington, 6-foot senior, will kick it away here for the Flyers as they break the huddle. And Riverside deep at the 8-yard line. Partington with the kick, picked up at the 13. Here comes Shockey across the 20, gets it up to, we'll call it the 24-yard line. I tell you, Partington's kick, boy, you put that spin on that thing. That's a hard thing to get on a cold night to bring that one in. And
yeah, because Riverside's having trouble putting their hands on the ball.
He'll start it at the 24. Flatfoot, number 1, he'll hand off Shockey. They'll go right side. Shockey's going to get up towards the 30-yard line. Five-yard pickup by Shockey.
That's one of the biggest runs they've had all night. I mean, it's a plus.
And it's 2nd and 5, football to 29.
Still looking for that first down in this game.
Flatfoot straight ahead, but
yeah.
Flyer defense is there.
Yeah, you're not faking anybody out on that defensive line.
Make it 3rd down and 6. Football at the 28-yard line. Flatfoot will take the snap. Looks left. Here comes the rush. Nice completion to Landon Stewart. And depending on the mark, they may have that first down.
And I think they do. Yeah, they do.
They're going to move the chains for Riverside for the first time here in the first half. Josh Keeter back into the lineup for Marion Local. Marion Local being very aggressive on defense. Here comes the blitz. Boy, Flatfoot.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, could be no flag.
No, that's just good defense right there. But I'll tell you what, Plattfoot's got a nice arm. He lofted that right underneath, and I thought the receiver was going to catch it right underneath. But
Landon Stewart had a pretty good look at that
Yeah,
one. And
he
again, I think you're correct there. The defense really made the big play there.
yeah, they did.
That might have been a big gainer for Riverside, but Marion Local comes up with a big play. Stewart will go to the right side. Plattfoot. Shockey gets the call, trying to go to the right side, stretching it out, but Busher's there. Nate Busher comes in and makes the stop with Aiden Eifert. One of the Flyer linebackers also in on the stop, and boy.
Yeah, that's just nice tackling right there.
Great pursuit football, and that's a loss of, puts it all the way back to the 31, so 3rd down and 13. Big time play here for Riverside as they're down 20-0, and I just see on the scoreboard St. Henry up 16-0 on Tri-Village. And of course, the winner of tonight's game moves on to the regional finals against the winner of that game. And once again, we could have a all-MAC regional finals. Here comes the blitz again. Nice catch there by Frilling, his first catch of the night. They'll move it to the 39, but Flyers still doing a nice job of containing this Riverside offense.
Yeah, it's 4th and 6 right now. What are they going to do here?
4th and 6, and they're going to let the clock run. Clock down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Riverside will take the timeout. Clock stops with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Our score, Marion Local 20, Riverside nothing. We'll return right after this.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
And 4th down and 6. Riverside looks like they're going to go for it. Plattfoot under pressure, looking for Stewart. He makes the catch.
Nice play.
And 1st down for Riverside. Tell you what, Plattfoot and Stewart are not a bad combination.
But a nice ball thrown, and he, once again, he puts it right underneath, and Stewart just falls there, and then 10 yards for another 1st down.
Stewart, outstanding receiver for Riverside. He'll pick up the 1st down with that catch. Football goes to the 48-yard line as Riverside trying to sneak into Marion Local territory. Flyers or somebody offside. No flag.
Yeah, no flag.
No flag.
So I thought it'd be false start. But.
Frilling with the carry. So it's 2nd down and 7. Football at the Marion Local 49. Clock under 2:50 to go here in this first half of play.
Oh,
tell you what, nice defensive play there. That was number 67. Called his number on the fumble recovery a moment ago. Robbie Busher with that play.
Wow.
Tried a little counter type play in the backfield, and That'll stop the clock at 2:36 as I believe Riverside will take the timeout. 3rd down and 10. We'll keep it right here as the Pirates talk things over. Like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tonight's game will be replayed Wednesday, November the 17th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, November 20th at 1 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. 3rd down and 10. Big defensive play there by the Flyers as we near the end of the first half of play here on NKTelco Sports. Regional semifinal action, Riverside and Marion local. Plattfoot, he'll dump it off to Shockey. Defense reads it quite well. Aiden Eifert up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle for the Flyers.
Yeah, they're going to lose a yard on that too.
So it's going to be 4th down and 4th down and 11. Football at the 47-yard line. So we have yet another timeout, another stop and play, as Riverside would like to talk things over with a 4th and 11. Not sure what you're going to talk about here, but I guess it's going to be Plattfoot to Stewart again.
Yeah, I would think.
Flyer defense, boy, they've just come up with some big plays. As you can see, they've got the 20-0 lead. They scored first with 6:29 to go here in the first quarter play on a 19-yard run by Peyton Oddie. Kevin Partington added the extra point kick, and it was 7-0. Then with 21 seconds left in the first quarter, a 1-yard run by Dylan Fleck made it 13-0. And then a 9-yard run by Darren Meyer made it 20-0. Plattfoot looking for Stewart. He'll make the catch among 2 Marion local defenders, and Riverside will have the football at about the 33-yard line. It's a 1st down for Riverside. And the Pirates have picked up that 1st down. Boy, that's a combination that's tough to handle.
It is, I'll tell you. The one thing is, he just throws it up there. He throws it to a spot, and I'll tell you what, Stewart just sits under it and he gets it.
Shockey, he'll go across the, well, he'll get to the 30. Warren Shockey, he had 1,319 yards on the season and 238 carries. So outstanding season for Shockey. 24 rushing touchdowns, caught a couple TD passes, 26 TDs overall in the season for Warren Shockey, number 2. 5'8", 150-pound junior for the end zone. There's Stewart.
Nice
boy,
defense.
What a defensive play. Gabe Link in the right spot at the right time for the Flyers.
Yeah, he wasn't going to allow Stewart to make that catch that time. He did a nice job on coverage there.
Stewart's got some nice size, 6'2", 175-pound senior. Wide receiver. He's to the wide side right, and I think they're just going to do a little pitch and catch here again. Minute 29 to go. Frilling to the left side. He's the other Riverside threat. That's the way Plattfoot's going. He's going for the end zone, and Frilling. Oh, incomplete. There's the flag. That's going to be pass interference on the Flyers.
Wow.
As he made contact with Frilling, or I think Frilling had a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he did too. I'll tell you, that nice ball.
Let's see about this. Take a look at it one more time.
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't look back at the ball. He was pretty much face covering him, and when you make contact right there, they're gonna call that every time.
So it's a big penalty against the Flyers here as Riverside trying to put some points on the board here as we near the end of the first half with 1:23 to go. Football will now be at the 15-yard line. 15-yard penalty against the Flyers on pass interference. Riverside lines up tight. Flatfoot rolls left.
Boy.
Big time defensive play. Ball's on the turf, but I think they're going to rule him down.
Yeah, tried a little bootleg there, and I'll tell you what, Marion Local's defensive line was all over it.
We're going to take a break here. Our score, Marion Local 20, Riverside nothing. We'll return right after this.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Flatfoot intercepted on the bounce, I believe.
Did he drop it? Oh, he did.
He did make the catch.
Wow.
We'll have to take a look at that one for a second time. I think that was number 17. Oh, number 4, Peyton Oddie. Oddie with the interception, and boy, that's got to be deflating to the Riverside offense.
That was a drive they had going here. You look at this pass play. Nice ball. I mean, it was perfectly, but good defense.
Tipped.
Yeah.
Number 17, Gabe Link, and it goes right to Oddie. What a defensive play by Link. If I got the number right, that's what it looked like. Number 17 in the secondary. Beautiful defensive play. He tips it, and Oddie is there, and they get the football back with 1:10 to go here in the first half of play. Oddie, he's going to throw it from his own end zone. He's scrambling upfield, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Nice catch on the sidelines. That'll stop the clock with 1:01 to go. Another MAC scored a pass along. Allen East up over Anna 17-14 up in game being played at Wapakoneta. Lots of action here on Saturday night.
Chilly Saturday night.
A chilly Saturday night. What do you think? 32? Wind chill maybe a little bit under that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. They're coming to the left side. Big time running room, still on his feet. Peyton Moeller still on his feet. Not sure how he missed the tackle, and Moeller is going to go all the way. You talk about a backbreaker.
94 yards.
94-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Couple of major missed tackles on that run. Let's look at this one more time.
Yeah, let's just run the sweep here and look at the blocking. Nice blocking up front, but he just has the wheels to keep going. But Riverside did a nice job, but it's just boom. Those two guys right there.
Boy,
wow.
Hard to believe he got away from that one, but he did. And Peyton Moeller.
He's going to be a little tired after that run.
94-yard touchdown run, and the Flyers put a big 2-6 on the board against Riverside, who had their first offensive threat of the night taken away by an interception. Extra point kick. It's up. Looks good, and it is. 44 seconds are left in this one, and Marion Local enjoying a 27-0 lead over Riverside. Boy, what a change in it. Well, not necessarily a change in events, but for Riverside, just totally devastating.
That's just devastating. I mean, that was their best drive of the half right there. I mean, they even got their first down in that drive. They got 4 first downs in that drive, and they were driving.
Let's take a look at this interception one more time. There you see Link, great defensive play, and then Adi comes up with it. And then we come back, and then we get the big run. Look at this one again, folks.
Just good blocking up front. I mean, that's just technique. And look at this. I mean, just keeps that they kept those legs going, and boom, he's gone.
Peyton Moeller, 5'9", 165-pound senior. Great run against Riverside. A couple of missed tackles there near midfield, but Flyers really with a commanding 27-0 lead here with 44 seconds left to go. Partington will kick it away. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Wednesday, November the 17th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, November the 20th at 1 p.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And those of you watching live tonight, Flyers are up 27-0. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports as Kevin Partington will kick it away. It's going to go out of bounds around the 15-yard line. That's going to draw a flag, and Riverside with only 44 seconds left in the first half. We'll see what the Pirates draw up from the playbook.
Just look at that last drive, see what was successful. And, they had some nice pass plays that they were successful with. And maybe just seeing what they can get from there.
Well, Landon Stewart, number 16, he's down at the bottom of your screen, is certainly an excellent receiver. Flatfoot, only a sophomore. Comes a trick play. Stewart's going to throw it. He'll shoot it upfield. It's going to be incomplete. Marion Local had that play pretty well defended.
Good coverage.
Interesting play. Creative play.
But I'll tell you, I've seen so many crazy plays this year in football. It's funny. I mean, Purdue ran a double razzle-dazzle last week for a touchdown. Michigan State threw a flea flicker at somebody today, so you're seeing all kinds of stuff.
Shockey will get the carry to the right side, and he'll stay in bounds and get to just shy of the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, and clock counting down with 22 seconds left. They're going to mark it all the way back at the 38-yard line. Game has definitely been extended here in the last couple of minutes of the first half, but this time Riverside will let the clock run out. So we'll go to halftime. Marion Local enjoying the lead. Our score, Marion Local 27, Riverside nothing. You're watching high school football playoffs on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Jewelry Barn, repairs, custom and in-stock items. Joe's Place 2. Wayne Trail Lincoln Electric. Brookside Laboratories, world leader in analytical services. Bombauer Fertilizer and Seed. Phone Doctors.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Minster Bank. Nedick Minster. Clopay. Keyhole Pizza.
Back here at Sydney's Memorial Stadium, the halftime activities are nearing completion. On the scoreboard, Marion Local with a convincing 27-0 lead over Riverside. Some dramatic turn of events for Riverside, more so in the last couple of minutes of that first half. A fumble and led to a touchdown eventually by Marion Local. The Flyer, Riverside moving the football, and good defense by the Flyers. Their defense outstanding. Let's take a look at our halftime stats, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Yeah, you pretty much see it right there. The rushing yards, 205, which, I mean, the 94-yarder doesn't help Riverside's cause there on that 94-yard touchdown run. But 205 to 2 yards, I mean, you're seeing what Marion Local's defense is doing right now. They're really stuffing them. Now, they have had success in the passing game. Riverside has, but right now it's just a matter of stopping the rushing attack by Marion Local, and the 2 turnovers are really big right now too.
Yeah, and you know, Flyers, no turnovers. Turnover ratio is all a very good situation. Short kick.
Yeah, they tried an onside
kick.
Yeah, tried to catch them off guard, and that was Marion Local was ready to go for it.
All set and ready to go, and the Flyers going to have great field position. And Riverside more a victim of themselves here tonight than, well, I shouldn't say that. Yeah. You go back to the defense, and you're so accurate in what you said there, AJ. Solid defense, good ground game, and putting the pressure on Riverside. And the Pirates have made some major mistakes, and it's 27-0.
Oh, wow, look at stiff
on the run.
Wow.
Diving forward, number 22, that's Peyton Moeller. And Moeller does a dive across the 45-yard line. Take a look at that one more time.
On the lead right there, and I'll tell you what, look at that stiff arm right there by Moeller. But just a shoestring tackle right there keeps it from going for a bigger gain.
Flyers churning out the rushing yards, as we said, over 200 in the first half, and they maintain that pace. It's a pretty successful day at work for Marion Local.
He's still going.
Churning it down to the 32-yard line. That's a first down. Clock rolling along. Chains will be moved.
Yeah, once again, it's just lead with Moeller, and I'll tell you what, he just keeps those legs going, and he's tough to take down.
Fleck will be slot right, Moeller in the backfield. Flyers in motion. Turning the corner. This time they'll get some good yards that time as Nate Busher. Football will be marked at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he's pretty close to that first down.
I think he has it.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
They'll move the chains. Flyers already up to the line of scrimmage, but they got to move the chains.
Yeah.
This is an official's timeout. I'm not sure why the chains didn't get moved.
I think they got bunched up there and they had some trouble.
You mean the line crew has a little bit of problems with that, AJ?
I mean,
once in a while?
It's a little chilly out. I mean,
it's a little chilly,
It's a little chilly. I mean, a little brain freeze. I mean, you never know.
There's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, football to 21. Flyers on the offense. Here comes Moeller, and Moeller gets to cross the 10, and boy, talk about precision.
Yeah, it's
blocking up front.
Blocking up front, exactly.
Beautiful job, and boy, Moeller just cranking it out. Football placed at the 10-yard line, and it's 1st and goal for Marion Local.
Yeah, they're averaging about 10 yards a carry right now here to start this opening drive.
Moeller in the backfield, Fleck to the right side. Busher in motion, but Moeller gets the call. Riverside will hold him off. Loss of a yard that time as they'll mark it at the 11.
Good push by the Riverside defensive line, especially up front right there. Just got it right there and pushed them back for a 1-yard loss.
2nd down and 11. St. Henry up on Tri-Village 24-0. That's the winner of tonight's game is going to play there. Fumble. Flyers are going to fall on it. Adi had it first, and then it popped away from him. And finally, Peyton Moeller will fall on it all the way back to the 16-yard line.
I don't know. You got a 3rd and long right now. That's kind of big right now for Riverside. Maybe they can hold them to a field goal here.
Flyers make several substitutions. Link to the left side.
Oops.
Quick snap. Adi's just going to scramble. Looking long. He's got a receiver in the end zone, but he can't get there in time, so he'll run with the football, and there's going to be a flag from the backside. Let's see what that's all about.
Is that
possibly a late hit on Riverside?
That's what I was thinking.
Adi had a receiver in the end zone, and I think he wanted to throw it, but he was being chased, a little bit too much pressure on him, so he took off.
Oh, they're going to pick up the flag.
Going to pick it up, so inadvertent. Let's take a look at that play one more time.
I think that was a whoops. He wasn't expecting that.
Quick snap.
Yeah.
Adi scrambling. And you see the receiver up here in the corner.
Yeah.
And Adi will go out, so it's going to be.
Yeah, it should be 4th and.
They've got a 3rd down. And we're going to talk about life in general, AJ.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
There we go.
I mean,
they'll flip it to 4th down as they get it straight. 4th down and 13. Of course, worst case scenario, Marion Locals got Riverside deep in their own territory. Adi, he's looking. They'll dump the short pass off to Moeller.
He's going to
find the end zone, and he does. Peyton Moeller, 13-yard run. Take a look at this beautiful play on the Winters Quality Meats replay.
Good setup right there. Moeller gets number 50's out there, and he didn't even have to block anybody. There was nobody out there. Good play call.
13-yard touchdown pass. Nice fake, too, at the beginning of it. Froze the defense. Flyers going for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good, but we've got a whistle, and let's see. I think Riverside was in a little bit too soon, offsides. Declined, and the kick is good. Nope, re-kick. Gonna re-kick that one. Ronabom with the hold for Marion Local. They're up 33-0. Partington. Extra point kick coming up. Riverside can't get there in time, and it's good. So with 8:48 remaining in the third quarter, our score, Marion Local 34, Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here at SIDNEY's Memorial Stadium. Life can be challenging at times, AJ.
I tell you, you're fighting it right now. You got things blowing all over the place.
A big banner just blew all over us. But anyway,
it happens.
This game's going to go very quickly now. It's 34-0. Marion Local with the lead in the running clock. And the wind out of the northwest blows the football off the tee. And
which way is that?
That looks like northwest.
Northwest?
That's my, it's got to be northwest. It's too cold to be from any other direction.
I'm still trying to figure out the left-right thing, I'm telling you.
83 is going to kick it away. That's Carson Bills. Carson Bills with the kick. Riverside on the return. Upfield across the 30. They'll fight it forward to near the 40, but they'll mark it at about the 38-yard line. So Riverside with the ball and looking at it, 8:15 to go in the contest, find themselves down 34-0. Two receivers to the right side. Miles Plattfoot, the quarterback. He'll take the snap, hand off Shockey. Straight ahead. Good defense there is number 33 for the Flyers. That's Connor Bruns with the tackle. It'll be second down and 7 at the 37. Riverside in tight. Shockey gets the call again.
Yeah, he's going
Partington,
nowhere.
Bruns.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere on that.
Busher all in on the stop there for the Flyers. So it's going to be third down and 7. Football to 37. Clock rolling along as we approach the 7-minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Skylar Hudson to the left side for Riverside. Frilling will go wide to the left. Plattfoot. Handoff or toss out to Shockey, but what a pop there by Marion Local Flyers. It's like Gabe Link, one of 3 Marion Local players in on that hit for the Flyers.
All right, you got a 4th and short. Right now, Marion Local 3 of 4 on 4th down, so I could see them doing it. Look at it. There they go.
Riverside's going for it. Football at the 40. Flatfoot looking for Stewart.
Nice.
Going to go out of bounds. Tackled there by Tate Hess, junior for the Flyers. Flatfoot and Stewart, that has been just about the offensive game for Riverside.
Pretty much.
1st and 10 for Riverside. Football inside the 50 at the 48 into Marion local territory.
Oh.
Number 67 in on the stop, and Robbie Busher almost had the handoff before Riverside did that time.
Wow.
Busher with a big play and puts the ball now into Riverside territory.
Where did he come from? Up right there. Yeah, he just blew right past.
Busher with a big-time defensive play for the Flyers. Riverside looking at a 2nd and 13. Snaps a little low. Flatfoot has it, goes to his left, looks downfield, looking for Stewart. Ronnebaum almost had the interception. Brady Ronnebaum had his hands on it. And with 4:38 to go, it's a 3rd down and 13. Stewart's going to line up to the right side. He's going to line up with Frilling in that same short side of the field. Shockey is going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, they're pulling out the tricks.
I'll tell you what, Marion local fans know the book. They all yelled pass before he threw it.
Yeah. Wow.
As Shockey took it downfield, but it's incomplete.
Another 4th down play.
They kind of do well, it seems like, on 4th and longs.
Yeah.
Those 4th and 1s are the tough ones. Shockey in the backfield. Flatfoot takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Busher had his hands up. Pass to Frilling, and he's only going to get to midfield, so he's going to be well short of the 1st down, and Marion local will take over at midfield. So Marion local will have it, 1st and 10. Could have a few newcomers into the Marion local lineup.
I still recognize the running back.
Handoff. Play still going on.
Yeah, you didn't get anywhere on that, so.
I think that was
36.
Simon Partington with the rush for the Flyers, number 36. So Partington with his first carry of the night. Second down and 10. Clock with 2:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff. That's got to be Moeller. Moeller will get it up to
about 43, it looks like.
Going to make it 2nd down and what, 3, 4?
Yeah, about 3.
3rd down and 3. Let's try. 3rd down and 3 as Busher comes back into the lineup. for the Flyers. 1:50 to go, third quarter. In motion is Busher. Handoff. Moeller still on his feet. Almost. He'll have it at the 36-yard line.
That'll be another first down for Marion Local.
Looks like number 8 at quarterback for the Flyers. That's Carson Griesdorn. Yep. As the play comes in, Nathan Busher, a junior, brings it in. Flyers break the huddle as we go under 1 minute to play here in the third quarter of play. Busher in motion. Griesdorn will toss it to him. He's trying to get around the left end, and this time Riverside will read it.
Yes, they did.
Loss of a yard this time. That'll make it second down and 11. Football at the 37. Hudson Rose, number 15, into the lineup for Connor Bruns. Number 17, Gabe Link, also into the game for Marion Local. Lots of substitutes as we count down final seconds here of the third quarter. We're at 6 seconds to go. Flyers will have to run one more play. Griesdorn will throw it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. That's going to be the end of our third quarter. Our score: Marion Local 34, Riverside nothing. Fourth quarter action up next here on NKTelco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are our most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Marion Local with a big 34-0 lead over Riverside as the Flyers go into the fourth quarter with the football and a running clock. And this could be a very quick 12 minutes of play.
Yeah, the way Marion Local's running the ball, yeah, it could be.
Flyers had over 200 yards at halftime and have only added to it here in the second half of play, even though they've only scored one time. That's the one that's put us into the running clock at 34-0.
That was off a pass play.
Griesdorn, number 8, at quarterback for Marion Local as we start the fourth quarter. Griesdorn will go back. He'll roll to the right side, looks back the other way. Busher's open, trying to come in, and they're going to throw the flag. And
nice wheel route. There was a little wheel route there by the running back, and it's just, once again, I mean, defensively, if he turns back and looks at the ball, they wouldn't have called it, but that's pass interference.
That's a 15-yard penalty, and that'll move Marion Local to the 22-yard line of Riverside.
Yeah, here's the play. It's a wheel route. You look at it, and it's just, he's face guarding him. He's right there. And
runs right into him.
Right into him, yep. That's
what. Too tough of a call.
Yep.
Moeller in the eye for the Flyers as they two receivers left and right. First man through is Partington, the fullback, and he'll get to 16-yard line. So a 6-yard pickup by Simon Partington. Nice solid running by the Flyer fullback. I'll tell you one thing on offense, the Flyers just show you so many different looks.
Wow, so many different backs too. I mean,
and so many different backs, yes. Very difficult to defend against. Riley Bruns, number 9, into the lineup for Marion Local. He'll go wide to the right side. Gabe Blink also to the right side. And Moeller, number 22, in the backfield. Partington, the fullback, he'll get the call.
That should be pretty close to a first down. Oh, he's going to be short.
Football at the 14. So that's going to make it just a 3rd and a yard or so. As number 33, Connor Bruns, big tight end for the Flyers. The junior comes in. He'll line up on the left side. Partington and Moeller in the backfield. Under center is Griesdorn. Handoff, Partington. Quick hitter, and they've got the first down. Football to about the 11-yard line. So Flyers move the chains, and the clock goes under 9 minutes. And more substitutes for the Flyers.
Number 7 going in at quarterback.
Justin Nauf into the lineup.
14
freshman.
14 at fullback, running back, and then you got 48 or 46 at fullback.
Landon Arling, a sophomore in the eye. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Arling with the run. He'll move it inside the 10-yard line. And the ball resting at the 8. They can pick up a first down at about the 1-yard line. So the Flyers on the move again. But Ethan Heitkamp, number 46. Another big fullback for the Flyers, a freshman, 5'9", 170 pounds. They'll make it 3rd down and 9. Owen Moeller, a junior, into the lineup for the Flyers. He'll line up in the wing spot on the left side in the eye. Pitch comes to Arling, trying to get inside, but Riverside will
Riverside did a nice job.
Stretch it out and make the stop. And so Lloyd Coldwater up big on Mechanicsburg in the 3rd quarter, 35-0.
Oh, Anna just took the lead on Allen East. Wow.
24-23.
Yeah.
Lots of Midwest Athletic Conference teams still in it.
Here's a 4th down here for Marion Local. Let's see.
4th down and 11. The Flyers need to find the end zone, or the ball goes back to Riverside. Knopf to the right side, short pass. It's going to be incomplete, intended there for Ethan Heitkamp. So Riverside will take over on downs as the Flyer drive ends at the 12-yard line. As the Marion Local youngsters not quite able to push it into the end zone that time. I'll tell you, one of the great advantages of playing in playoff football and having the lead is all these kids get some action.
Exactly.
They get experience. And all a major plus for the Marion football program.
St. Henry up 32-0 there in the fourth quarter. Two-point conversion is good, so it's 34-0.
Boy, that's a live report.
I'll tell you what.
That's before it happens.
Jeez, that's awesome.
It's a good day for St. Well, not quite a good day for St. Henry.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, it's good they were state runner-ups, but.
But it's kind of neat to see, the MAC schools battling out for a state title, and it had to be a winner and had to be a loser. And congratulations to the Knoxville Rangers on that state title.
Oh yeah, what a great day for the Knoxville Ranger fans. And if you want to see it again on NKTelco Sports, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And I'm going to presume that's on the usual channels of what, 3 and 503?
Yeah.
Got to watch it in HD if you're from New Knoxville, right?
Come on, yeah, you gotta.
There's no other way to watch it. 3rd down and 9 football at the 13, Riverside. Looking downfield, they're going to toss it that way for Frilling, and Evan Frilling unable to come down with it. And it's now going to be 4th down and 9, and boy, get a punt from. Well, we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. I mean,
that clock ticking down. Of course, the big thing is in this contest, we're going to have Mac schools moving on. So Marion Local is going to play St. Henry. And boy, that's at a location that's not yet to be determined, but it'll be next Saturday night at 7 o'clock somewhere in this
it might
area.
Be right here.
Could be right here.
Could be right here.
Lots of good football in this part of the state. Just looking at these scores up on the board here at SIDNEY Memorial Field, there's a lot of good teams still in it from this area.
Yeah.
Of course, Marion Local, #1 in the state. Will have to get past another Mercer County and MAC rival in St. Henry. So it'll be 1st and 10, football at the 40, and the game could be at Wapak. That's correct. Or Lima. Who knows?
Who knows?
LCC's still in this, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. And they were winning big against their opponent tonight, too. I saw that as well, so. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go out of the I formation. Come the Flyers. Heitkamp will go across the 40-yard line. He'll pick up a yard or so. Clock coming up on 3 minutes to go as Carter Jones, #3, into the Marion Local lineup. Pitch, Arling will have it. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Be no gain.
Riverside will take a timeout with 2:36 to play, and I think they're going to make some major substitutions possibly and get their second team unit in the lineup. We'll take a break as well. 2:36 remaining. Marion Local 34. Riverside nothing. We'll return right after this.
Precision Strip. Tom and Jerry's. Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Carriage Works. New Knoxville Supply Company.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back here at Sydney's Memorial Stadium, Marion local watching the clock count down. We're under 2.5 minutes to go, and this has been a game dominated by the Flyers. Riverside had a brief moment in the first half, but unable to convert on a couple of things. And there's a completed pass. Nice catch by number 12, Owen Moeller. The junior pulls it in. And we go under 2 minutes to go. And if you care, Kentucky's up on Vanderbilt too, 31-3. I'm not sure why that one's on the scoreboard.
I don't know.
But it is.
It is, yeah.
I formation again for the Flyers. Up. Got a guard that moved for the Flyers.
Whoops.
And it'll go 5 yards against the Flyers, and it's been a relatively free, not too many penalty games.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they're throwing up in the stands here, AJ. Sandwiches?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Throwing a few to the Flyer kids on the bench. Right side goes Arling. Arling still on his feet. Nice run by Landon Arling as the sophomore running back picks up some big yards. Gets it to the 35. Nice pickup.
28 yards there.
28-yard run by Arling. Flyers have a first down, and that's pretty much going to be the ball game too, because the clock is now at 20, coming up on 20 seconds as you see our replays, all brought to you tonight thanks to Winners Quality Meats. And Flyers are going to move on, most likely against St. Henry. And we're into the final seconds of this one. And that's it. Marion local in convincing fashion beats Riverside 34-0. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, SecureCom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, SecureCom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Big and small engine repair in U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Breichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Orchard's Floor Store.
Marion Local wins in a regional semifinal game against Riverside. That means they're going to face St. Henry for the regional final, in the regional finals, for a right to move on to the state tournament, the state semifinals. Let's take a look, though, at our numbers for tonight's contest, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Yeah, it's pretty dominating. I mean, you look at the total yardage, 352 to 72, but the rushing yards, I mean, I think we said at the beginning of the game, the defensive line for Marion Local, I say is the best that I've seen all year long. 3 rushing yards for Riverside, but they rushed for 296, and that's the big difference right there. The 2 turnovers were a big kill in the first half for them to lose momentum, but that right there is just a good Marion Local team. It's a championship team. I mean, there's not a lot of teams there you can see that can put a hurt on them.
Solid effort by Marion Local, as you said. Good rushing numbers, great defensive figures. Came in tonight allowing only 2.1 yards per rush, and that number is going to go down after tonight. So great effort by the Marion Local Flyers. Let's take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. And our player of the game tonight, Darren Meyer, just had an outstanding game. Running back for the Flyers, and had the big 94-yard run for a touchdown, but good effort by the running back from the Flyers. He's our player of the game, all brought to you by NKTelco. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, SIDNEY All Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Also follow WCSM, AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer, all Glaze counties. I'd like to thank these sponsors as well: 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation; MVP sponsors, Clopay and NKTelco Minster; scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza; replays tonight brought to you by Winners Meats; starting lineup, SIDNEY All Glaze Audiology; our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip; stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA; and our player of the game by NKTelco. I'd like to also remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays of tonight's game Wednesday, November the 17th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, November the 20th at 1 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight, our director, Bryce Hamrick, on the camera, Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, A.J. Lisi. Final score, once again, from SIDNEY Memorial Stadium. The Marion Local Flyers, 34. The Riverside Pirates, nothing.